It's Galileo's finger. Many parts of Galileo's body were stolen, and remarkably, this happened 95 years after his death. Apart from his finger, his vertebrae and teeth were also taken. Here's what happened. Around 400 years ago, in 1642, 78-year-old Galileo passed away. However, his scientific research had contradicted the teachings of the Catholic Church, and so after his death, Galileo was considered a heretic. His body was hastily placed in a small room in a church. It wasn't until 95 years after his death that Galileo was finally exonerated, and his remains were properly reburied. During the memorial service held for him, an ardent admirer of Galileo secretly severed 3 of his fingers, a segment of his vertebrae, and took one of his teeth from his body. These body parts were then passed down through generations in the admirer's family before being circulated and changing hands over time. A couple of centuries later, during an unremarkable auction, one of Galileo's fingers was purchased by a private collector. Later, when the Galileo Museum in Florence became aware of the existence of Galileo's remains, they employed various means to locate and acquire several of his fingers and a tooth, reuniting these relics. Galileo's vertebrae were also found and eventually preserved at the University of Padua, where he had initially worked. Both the museum and the university are located in Italy. If you ever have the opportunity to visit Italy, you can witness Galileo's finger and vertebrae in person, which is sure to be an awe-inspiring experience.